Too often, poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even unnecessary conflict. But here's the good news. Conflict isn't the problem. It's how we handle it that matters. Today, we're talking about something that every relationship needs, but not all of us are great at: communication. Whether you're in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or navigating family dynamics, effective communication is the foundation for a strong and lasting connection. And let's be real, fulfilling relationships don't just happen by accident. In this video, I'm going to give you a comprehensive guide on how to improve communication in your relationships and resolve conflicts in a healthy, productive way without damaging your relationship in the process. So let's dive into 3 powerful and practical techniques that you can start using today. Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Daniela Moore and I'm a licensed professional counselor. One of the most effective ways to communicate without triggering defensiveness is by using I statements, where you express your feelings, your needs, without blaming the other person. I statements shift the focus to your experience and keep the conversation calm. Start your sentences with I feel, I need, followed by the specific behaviors and how it affects you. For example, instead of saying, "You always ignore me," try instead, "I feel hurt when I don't get a response from you." Do you notice the shift? By focusing on your own feelings and experience instead of blaming the other person, you lower the chances of escalating the situation. This approach keeps the conversation centered on how you feel rather than pointing out their mistakes, which helps your partner feel less attacked and more open to listening. Effective communication is more than just learning to express yourself. It's also about truly listening to the other person. This brings us to technique number 2, active listening. This is a communication technique where you fully focus on and engage with the speaker, going beyond just hearing their words. It means giving them your undivided attention, picking up on their tone and body language and emotions, and showing that you really understand their message. This not only helps clarify any misunderstandings, but it also shows your partner that their thoughts and feelings matter, which strengthens trust and connection in the relationship. Here's how it works. When your partner is talking, put the phone down. Maintain eye contact, nod to show you're following along, and when they're done, summarize what you heard to confirm you've understood them correctly. This might sound something like, "So what I hear you say is that you felt overwhelmed when I didn't help with the housework. Is that right?" This simple question validates their feelings and gives them an opportunity to clarify anything if you misunderstood them, ensuring you're both on the same page. It sounds simple, but in the heat of the moment, most of us aren't truly listening. We're just waiting for our turn to speak or preparing our rebuttal. When you practice active listening like this, it shows you respect your partner's perspective. I know it might feel a bit scripted or awkward at first. It felt like that for me too. But over time, it becomes more natural and it creates a much healthier way of communicating. Give it a try. Now let's talk about conflict itself. We all fight from time to time, but there's a huge difference between healthy conflict and damaging conflict. And that's where fair fighting rules come in. Technique number 3. These are guidelines to ensure that even when you're upset, the conversation remains productive and respectful. Here are 3 rules to follow, and it's important to make an agreement with your partner to abide by them so you're both on the same page. This way, when emotions run high, you have these guidelines to rely on and keep things constructive. Rule number 1, stay on topic. Stick to the issue at hand. Don't bring up past conflicts or unrelated grievances that can drag the argument into a never-ending loop of unresolved issues. By keeping the focus on one topic, you avoid overwhelming each other and can work towards a resolution. Rule number 2, no name calling or yelling. This one is huge. Personal attacks and shouting only escalate the argument and damage trust. Instead of venting your frustration through hurtful words, try to focus on the actual problem and how to resolve it together. This keeps the conversation productive and protects your relationship. And rule number 3, take breaks when needed. Sometimes emotions can get intense, and that's okay. If you feel like you're about to lose control or say something you'll regret, it's perfectly fine to step away and cool down. Just make sure to verbalize it to your partner. Something like, I need a break to calm down, but I promise I'll come back to this when I'm ready. This prevents your partner from feeling abandoned or ignored and reassures them that you're still committed to resolving the issue. By sticking to these fair fighting rules and making sure both partners agree on them, you can resolve conflicts without damaging your relationship and even come out of them feeling closer and more connected. Healthy communication isn't something that happens magically. It takes practice and intentionality. But by using techniques like I statements, active listening, and fair fighting rules, you can dramatically improve the way you handle conflicts in your relationship. It's not about avoiding disagreements altogether. It's about learning to communicate more effectively and manage them in a way that builds trust and understanding. If you're serious about strengthening your relationship, you won't want to miss this video where I share 5 daily habits to deepen your connection. These are simple, powerful habits that will keep your relationship strong and thriving day after day. So go ahead, click here, and I'll see you there.